Okay, it cut me off on when I was finishing, but basically I was saying make sure the quantity's on here right. You'll have a blank line down here at 0. That's fine. That's not going to interfere anything. The next thing you want to do too is go down here, and then it's got all the different stuff right here. You got, service advisor, don't pay attention to Carfax. You got your appointment. If it has an appointment on here, I'll show you to make an appointment here in a second. But then it's got your total right here with tax and everything. It's automatically going to generate a RO fee. When Annie was here, she added RO fees to it, gouging people on it. You don't need to do an RO fee. Just hit delete. You'll have to delete every single ticket you make, so pay attention. If you don't, it's not a big deal, but sometimes the customers will say something about it, but we don't charge RO fees. So they'll have your subtotal before tax. So if you write a hand ticket out, make sure that matches up, and then it's going to have your after tax right here. So basically, just make sure that if you wrote a ticket out, make sure that it equals out. If you don't, just go back and you'll find your fault real quick where you did it at. So it's got everything right here. And then you can revert back to how to take a payment whenever. But anytime we sell stuff, we get payment up for parts up front, okay? So basically if you sell the job, just tell them we take payments up front instead of deposit because they're special order items because we don't keep them in stock. So the main thing is, or just get, close to 70 to 75% of the ticket. So if you want to take a deposit, so you'll do for the lift $995 plus the $1,640 for the wheels and $1,900 for the tires, and that would be your deposit, whatever that equals out to. And then you should record your payment like I showed you earlier automatically. You can send it to the customer, save it, however you want to do, but basically it. So now we want to schedule an appointment. I don't like scheduling appointments on this side here because it won't show you like what else we got going on for the day. So let's just say you sold a job, good, you took your payment, all that. What you want to do is at the end of the month, but I won't get back until after the first of the month. Make sure when you sell a job, as soon as they put money down on it, click right here to invoice so it saves it as an invoice. I'm not going to do that because I don't want to populate an invoice because I'll go wrong against their numbers. But make sure you hit that invoice. And then, so what I'm going to do is, because I really need to show you that because it's going to show different screens. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, I'm going to zero everything out. So that way it doesn't try to go against their numbers that we made a $6,000 sale and it's not there. So I'm going to zero all this out here quick. Don't pay attention to this. It's just for demonstration purposes. Okay, so click invoice, and then it's going to pull up this screen. Okay, so basically, I don't really know how to get around this screen. This is the way it's always been. So what you want to do is you have to hit approve right here. And then once it approves, it'll highlight the screen to where you can just click invoice, okay? Once you do that, it's going to pull up the screen to send the invoice to them. If they're in front of you in the store, you don't have to do that. Send it to them unless they ask for it. But if you're sending a quote to somebody or you're sending the invoice and they pay it over the phone, all you have to do is just choose how you want to send it to them. So you can send it to their email or you text them to their number and just go down here to hit send. So I'm going to hit cancel so we can get out of the screen. And once you do that, that's going to automatically change this to an invoice number here, okay? When you're ordering parts, if you have to order parts next week for a customer, if they paid for everything, whenever you call in your order, it'd be way easier if y'all just call whoever you're needing stuff from than try to do it online because it just, unless you figure it out and you get good at it. But whenever you order stuff, you want to give them that RO number. That's how we track it for each job. So once you do that, you're good to go. So hit save. That's going to save the whole thing. And then go back here. We're going to exit. And now we're going to go schedule somebody. Okay? So what you want to do is you want to pull up the week. So say we sold a lift kit, wheels, tires. It's it's an 8-hour job. So we need to schedule them for a full day plus going the next day to make sure nothing else needs to be done. Just gives us a little cushion. So as we can see here, our next appointment opening that we don't have much going on, we're just going to say Wednesday the 9th. We're going to click on this, okay? And then we're going to click, we open at 9. So we're going to click on this right here. So when you click on that, it automatically join it. It's a little bit over, but you can go ahead and change the time if you need to. So we're going to click on 9 a.m. And so say, we're going to schedule my 6-inch lift. So I'm going to type in my name. Boom. We're going to click, it's going to automatically show my vehicle. And then we're going to do select repair order. So since I zeroed it out and I saved the invoice, it's not going to it's not going to show the repair order in here because it's been zeroed out. So all you have to do is, well, when the RO will show up right here in the drop down, all you have to do is click that RO, and that's going to save that. So once you do that, say we're going to pretend we clicked the RO number that was saved under, and then we're going to change it. We're going to change the time. So they're not going to pick up until tomorrow because they're lifting it. So usually on lift kits, what I'll do is I'll put it for the next day right here, and then I will have them finishing up by noon. Okay. So if you need to send them their appointment time, all you have to do is just click same thing, email, SMS, and that will send them their confirmation to confirm it. But we're not going to do that. We're just going to hit save, and then this will automatically block out their time for Chad or Adrian to do it. And then you can go over here to week, and then it'll show up here that they're picking it up at noon. Okay. All right. I think that about covers that.